Hello, and welcome to our equipment-based class, today using a foam roller. So I've planned an intermediate to power level session. I will give options and I want you to just listen to your body, but most importantly, let's have an amazing workout in the safest way possible. Yes, very excited. Let's go, getting you warm. Feet, knees, hips in line with toes facing forward, knees are soft. Take this moment to connect into your core and let's get you moving and feeling wonderful. Rolling this body down to the ground. Take a strong core breath. We slowly bring the body up. Pull the shoulders back, chin comes up. Inhale. Exhale, tuck to roll down. Yes, deep breath in at the bottom. And exhale, slowly bringing it up. One more, tuck to roll down. And hanging out here, warming legs up for 5. And bend, stretch, 4. And breathe, 3. Exhale for 2. Bend and stretch, 1. Soften your knees, core connects, roll the body up. Scoop that right arm up, give me a side bend. Inhale to center, up and over side. Inhale, come back, good, breathe out through 2. Inhale, back, exhale, bend. And 3, let's reach and hold it here. Give me a gentle pause, 5, and 4, and 3. Breathe 2, and 1, yes, up and over, pulse. And 2, and 3, breathe 4, and 5, come back up, keeping your chin and shoulders center, give me big loops around, looping in, and 2, getting them warm, ready to work with that roller, yes, 2, and breathe 1, reverse the line, 1, circle 2, breathe out 3, exhale for 4, and 5, moving onto the back of your mat. Let's align that body as we roll down. Walk it forward, find that downward dog, stretch our ears and arms in line, tucking the ribs and bellies. And we walk it out. Exhale to swap. Breathe 2. And swap, keep going for 3. And swap, deep breath for 4. And swap, give it a good hold, flatten those heels, lift those tailbones up, and give me a stretch, guys, 3. Hold 2, hold 1, bend your knees, walk your hands back towards your feet, soft knees, roll this body up, and let's get straight into the fun stuff. Grab that foam roller for me. I want you to find your diagonal line, feet and knees back into the center of the mat. I want you to place one hand on top of the other. Now, watch those shoulders. It's very tempting for us to anchor them up. I need you to glide them down the body. Hold that connection, forward tilt, which means that pubic bone is going to tilt slightly. Back stays nice and flat. That roller is not allowed to move. Your eyes stay fixed in front of you. Let's soften these knees. We hover that front foot in the air. Find your balance. Let's go. Breathe out as we stretch this leg behind us, not letting that back position change. Those hips stay forward. Bend your knee, coming back in. Again, push through your heels, squeeze that bum and hamstring. Bend in as we come back. And I want you to really work on that standing leg stability, not letting your ankle, kneecap, hip move. Squeeze out for 4, watching your neck, your shoulder line. Let's squeeze for 5. Inhale, come back. Every time you're stretching back, that core connects. 6. Inhale, come back. Breathe out, 7. Inhale, come back. Good. Breathe out for 8. Inhale, come back. 2 more. Breathe 9. Now 10, I want you to stay in that position. Make sure there's not too much pressure on your kneecap on the front leg. And we peel that heel up, work the hamstring, and stretch. Keep that knee placed where it is. 2, don't let that leg pull back in. And 3, check that roller hasn't tilted. Breathe. 4, those abs are tight. And 5, and stretch. And 6, and stretch. Breathe. 7. Stretch, breathe, 8, and stretch, and 9, and 1 more, hold on, 10, finish with the pulse, 10, and 9, whoa, 8, feel that burn, and 7, and 6, whoa, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and swap to the other side, feeling that burn on the standing leg, feeling that lifted leg, that glute, the hamstring, core, core, core. Let's swap to the other side. It's going to zone, guys. The tighter, the weaker stabilizing area, that is where you feel the burn. So always take note where the body's feeling it. Soften that standing leg, outer leg, stretch through that knee, squeeze your bum. Inhale, don't let that roller tilt. Breathe out, keep checking your chin, neck, shoulder placement. Inhale. Getting yourself conditioned as you glide that leg back, so does that core activate. Breathe out, squeeze. Checking those elbows are the same, not one bending, no tilting. And back. Exhale, 4 more. Inhale, 3. Breathe out, squeeze. Inhale, 4, 2. And squeeze. Let's pull this back on 1. Watch your shoulders, anchor that knee where it is, peel it up. I always like to say, let that heel smooch the bum here, and back, and peel it up, and stretch, and 4, and stretch, yes, 5, and stretch, breathe out, 6, and stretch, exhale for 7, inhale, breathe out, 8, and stretch, exhale, 9, and the fun one, bend it up, little squeeze, let's go, 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, breathe, 6, and 5, strong breath, 4, and 3, and 2 more, and 1 more, and relax. Now I know you are warm. Open those feet and knees hip distance, bend those legs, and find your tabletop position. Please be strict here. Whenever we are there, ears and arms are in line. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And let's get your spine moving as we curl into your upper body. Inhale as we draw that pelvis back. Stretch. Breathe out as we curl. Inhale, pulling your hips back to stretch. 2 more, let's curl. And let's stretch it out. 1 more, watching that head is not dropping below the arms. And hold it here for me. Long line through your body. Stretch out those legs. Pull that pelvis back. And just enjoy for 3. And 2. Breathe 1. Soften your knees. Hand behind you. Take that hand that's on the roller across. And I want you to rest your head on that arm, swaying your hips to the same direction of the roller. So you're getting this incredible stretch down the side of the arm, the ribs. Ah, love it. I can stay here all day. And then swap, other side, hand behind you, other side across, sway those hips for 3. Breathe 2. And 1, amazing, and bring it back to center. I want you to please hold that foam roller with the palms of your hands, not with the fingertips. Let's go, big step forward, big step back. Align your toes, kneecaps and hips to face forward, up onto those back toes here. And from this position, we're going to lower both knees, bring that roller chest height, and take that moment to check knees and ankles are in line, your shoulder blades connected, center your chin. Inhale, slowly release up. Show me this magnificent control as we lower down. Always staying so strict with that form. I don't want those rollers gliding too high that you force the neck muscles to tense. Let's watch that kneecap placement and slowly up. Every time we lower down, that ribcage and belly area tightens, no tilting forward and back. Let's get you down 5. And listening to the knees, staying where they feel good, no straining the kneecap. And for 3, breathe out, lower. Inhale for 2. Exhale, get down. Inhale for 1. Now, stay on this position for me. We're going to keep the lower body still. We're going to draw a figure of 8 as we swoop and swap. If it's getting too much on those knees, you come up out of that tension. And 3, listen to your body and swap. Breathe. 4, get those arms working. Get those obliques firing. 5, core doesn't let go. Breathe. 6, and swap. 4 more. Breathe. 7, following that roller. Breathe. 8, watch those knees. Watch that back knee doesn't stretch. 9, and 1 more. Stay on 10. From here, we combo 10. Stop if you need to. And 8, and 7, and 6, yes, and 5, feel that work, and 4, feels so good, and 3, and 2, and 1, no, rest if you can. Finish other side, watch those hips and knees. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, breathe. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and swap. Low thighs, hamstrings, glutes, core, arms, all the good stuff. Full body, like I said. And let's swap to the other side. Big step forward, big step back. Now, from here, arms start in front. Watch for this line. Don't let those shoulders drop forward. Toes, kneecap, hips, face forward. And from there, we're going to lower down, raising the roller above you, stopping the second you feel the shoulders wanting to tense. Now, some of you might need to keep that range a little bit less. The second you feel that tension in the neck and shoulders, that's where you stop. Don't go beyond. And back. I want you watching those kneecaps on every single rep, applying this magnificent form. As you lower, zip in that core. No tilting forward or back. 5, breathe out, lower. And we come back. Exhale, working thighs, hamstrings, glutes, every single time. Full control, never just swinging in and out of position. Chin is staying centered, no tucking. And 3, breathe out to lower. And 2, keep checking toes, knees, hips staying forward. And this is where we stay. Anchor those legs. It's a big swoop. And across, challenge that core. 2, stay in control of shoulders. And 3, and cross, hello, oblique line. 4, watch that back knee, doesn't stretch. 5, and swap, yes, and 6, and swap, breathe. 7, if you need to stop at any point, please do. 8, and swap, exhale. 9, and if you can join me on these last pulses, let's go. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, don't forget to breathe, and 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1, up and over. Let's go. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, yes, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2 more, and 1 more, and relax. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. On to the roller. Okay, we place this roller just at the top of your shin bones. I want your hands under shoulders. I want you to dig your toes into the ground and take a moment to check that you're not tilting forward. My hips are not back. I want strong line. Tilt your pubic bone to belly, shoulders away from your ears, and we go into a long line, opposite arm and leg. All right. At this intermediate and power level, I'm hoping that you know the height of the leg is so important. If you're letting that leg go too high, you're going to force that back out of place, so be really strict. We keep it simple with a tap down. Lengthen your line to lift up. Be really conscious of that body weight. Staying right here in the center, not over the wrist and shoulder or into hips. Every time you lifting that arm up, we're keeping that shoulder anchored away from your ears. And lift. Working with this incredible control as that arm and leg and lift. Inhale, lower 3, and lift up. Inhale, lower 2, and lift. I'm going to give you 3 options to finish this off. Option A, if this is your big challenge, stay here for the 10 counts. Option B, both arms down, toes big off the ground. And if you can do the power option, arm up, toes up, hold. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, breathe, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and hello, full body, boom, 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 other side. All right, let's see, find that spectacular form, hands under shoulders, toes digging in, be really strict with placement for me, and opposite arm and leg. Are we ready? 10 reps, lower, and lifting up. Inhale, 2. Exhale, lift. Every time you're lifting up that bum, that belly tightens up. I don't want anyone feeling that lower spine, feeling any strain. Don't forget that tilt of pubic bone to your belly. Let's go 5 more, squeezing up. Inhale, 4 more, and squeeze, and breathe 3. Remembering your options as you finish this for 2, and lift. Now 1, you can either stay with the toes digging in, or hands down, toes lift, or both, arm and toes up, holding 9, and 8, and 7, breathe 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Amazing. Core is wide awake. Scooping off that foam roller. I want these hands on top. Bum's going to stay lifted in the air as we glide our arms in front of us. Head and arms stay in line. Oh, hello, upper bodies. Let's continue that curl. Tilting the pubic bone, tucking your chin to chest. And then gliding these arms forward into your stretch. Breathe as we curl our body. And inhale to stretch it out. 3, breathe out as we curl. Inhale to stretch for 1 more. Breathe out to curl. And give me a lovely hold here for 3. Holding 2. Holding for 1, good, and let's get you onto your backs. Place that roller aside just for a moment. I want you to hug your knees into the body, pull them into your chest, back melts into the floor, and we do a hip and lumbar spine release for 4, letting your back tilt in and out of the mat for 3, and circle around 2. And circle around for 1. Let's reverse around for 4. And circle 3. And breathe for 2. Circle around 1. Open up these knees. Pull them up towards your shoulders. And stretch out those hip flexors, those SI joints. If you feel you can actually transition to happy baby, let's move there. And always keep it in mind to maximize core strength. We need those hip flexors feeling mobile, feeling stretched. And open up, give me another 2. Good, another 1. Deep core breath. And squeeze your ankles and knees together for that lovely lumbar spine release. And let's get ready for a nice full roll-up set. Working with your heels on top of the roller. Now, if that's a little bit too much for you, your back, your hamstrings are too tight for this, place your roller aside and stay with a normal roll-up set with me. Reach these arms up, never collapsing them, always finding that control. And we take a deep breath. Melt your low spine into the ground, power from those abdominals as we lift up, reaching for those toes and stretch, always keeping the shoulders away from your ears. With that roller underneath you, do you feel a bit more zing, a little bit more kick in that hamstring stretch? Beautiful. And taking your time, all the more core involved. Let's move into that forward bend. I want you to keep an eye on those knees, never locking in that position. So always have a soft knee line. And take your time. We want to touch every vertebra into the ground, keeping that core engaged for 2 more. Imprint, take your time. Power from those transverse muscles. Let's lift up and reach it forward and hold. Good. Every time, deepening that stretch. Lower this body down for 1 more. Take your breath. Imprint, control. And on this one, I'm going to hold a little bit longer. Imagine I'm behind you, gently pressing you forward. Check your neck is long, shoulders away from your ears. Now, if you're working without the roller, you just do the same set where your legs stay straight and you're going to add in the arms. If you're working with that foam roller, we go into this position. So if you're working without roller, your legs are going to stay on that mat in that position. If you can join me with that roller, we pull in with these arms lifting and stretch. Nothing else to move. I want that lower spine in a curled position. And 3, I want you being really strict with your neckline. And 4, often we want to tense the shoulders up. Not going to happen here. Let's say strong 5. And let's go 6. And back. Breathe. 7. And back. Breathe for 8. And back. Good. Breathe 9. And 1 more. Holding here for 10. And 9. And 8. Breathe. 7. And 6. And 5. Breathe. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring your arms forward. And take your time. 1 vertebra at a time. We're not in a rush, are we? Oh, hello abdominals, hello core. And from here, reach these arms next to the body, palms stay up. If you were working without the roller, please join me now. I want your feet, knees, and hips in line. Feet directly on top. Do not let those heels pull back. That is the cheat, and I'm on it, so don't let that happen. I want to work the feet, the arch of your foot. Let's go, guys. Imprint. Press deep into that roller as we scoop this pelvis up. And I'm hoping at intermediate and power level, you know, look at your hips, look at your knees, and check there's no tilt. Taking your time, curl through the spine. Watching these shoulders as we roll the body down. Let's go again. As we work on this roller, you're going to feel a lot more ankle stability, foot stability involved. Those hamstrings are probably saying, oh, hello, I'm also working a little bit more than when we are on the mat. I love it. Let's go squeezing to lift. I want you to be really strict with your placement. Watch those feet, don't let them roll in or out or turn in or out. Press down through the middle of the arch of the foot, lift. Keep checking your spine is staying safe using your bum, hamstrings, those transverse muscles. Exhale to squeeze and pin the shoulder blades into the ground and melt it down. Let's go on 2 more. Breathe out, press and squeeze it up, yes. And slowly come back down for 1. Breathe out to squeeze and hold it here. We add a little pulse, squeeze 10. Lower lift 9. And breathe 8. Stay where that back feels good. 7. Doesn't have to be high. 6. Breathe out 5. Exhale 4. Breathe out 3. I'm going to give you 2 choices. Option A, the intermediate, you just squeeze and hold it in position. If you want to add a little extreme kick, let's go into an extension without letting your back arch. Pull those legs in. Only if that back feels secure, don't let it strain. Work glutes, hamstrings. 3 and back. And 4, don't let go of core. And 5 and back. Breathe. 6 and back. And 7 and 1 more. Breathe for 8 and curl that body down. Hug your knees into your chest. And whoa, 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 hamstrings, calves, glutes. back, but in a good kind of way, no strain. And just hold for another moment. And I always like to say, give those hamstrings a pep talk because we're going to zone. Let's start with this front leg. Now, if that roller is getting too much at any point, you can do the one leg work on that mat. Listen to your body. Remember, the cheat on that roller is that heel wanting to pull back, so be strict if you're working with that roller foot on top. Other leg up at 90, palms are facing up, hook your shoulders into the ground, and let's imprint, squeeze and lift, make your alignment priority, so no tilting. And let's slowly lower down. Breathe out as we imprinting up. And let's lower down, good. Exhale for 3. And it doesn't have to go high at all, even if it's a tilt. I promise you are working. Let's go 4. Watch that leg doesn't swing forward and back, keep it anchored. Let's go 5. And let's lower down. Keep checking the rebel of the body, that foot in this exercise. 6. And lower down. Exhale, squeeze 7. And let's hold it up on 8. Now, option A, you can just stay in your activation. Option B, if you can power up, 10. Lower lift 9. Breathe 8 and 7. Exhale 6 and 5 and 4. Whoa, and 3 and 2 and 1. Amazing. Feeling that burn. I love this work because it also zones different areas of that leg. It's not just hamstring and glute. We work in the ankle, the feet, the calf area. Shall we see the other side? I'm pumped. Let's go. Squeezing to lift. Once again, check that foot doesn't pull back. Take it right on top. Imprinting, squeeze. And always focusing on that curl up and the curl down. So we're always working on that back mobility. I'm hoping at this level that's already natural for you to do. Imprint, squeezing up 4, checking those transverse muscles are working as hard as the back of the body. And let's squeeze 5. Always mindful of that alignment. Let's go for 6. And lower down. Beautiful. Breathe out 7. And let's lower down. Your choice. Option A, stay here for 10. Option B, pulse 10. And 9, breathe 8, and 7, breathe out 6, and 5, exhale 4, and 3, and 2, last time for 1. Bring your bodies down, wrap your hands around your hamstrings, melt your spine into the ground, and let's stretch our calves, hamstrings, spine. Oh, this feels like dessert after that. And just give me another deep core breath in this position for 3, for 2, for 1. Amazing. And from here, I want you to swing this body up and let's get long ways on this foam roller. I really love doing this kind of work because it's all about alignment. Not only are we strengthening a lot of the core muscles, we are aligning those shoulders, shoulder blades, and we work with gravity here. We open up these lines here where we store so much tension from phones, computers, steering wheels, all that frontal plane stuff. So make sure your head, shoulders, bum are on the roller comfortably. I want you to find a neutral spine position. If you need a bit of help with balance, the feet can go a little bit wider, but at power level, I want your feet and knees hip distance today. Toes strictly facing forward. Now from here, option A, reach these arms above your head, don't go lower. If you need leg support, then place hands around your head, elbows stay wide. Let's go as you imprint your spine. Tilt that pubic bone, we lift up into a beautiful curl position. If you're working without the neck support, we are here. I don't want to see chins tucking, shoulders lifting, bellies are zipped, pubic bone is tilting up. Inhale, let's lower, find that neutral. Again, we imprint till that pubic bone, zip your belly down. And let's lower down, beautiful stuff. Let's go for 3, relax that jaw, and come down. And whenever we are doing curl work, you want to be activated right from that pubic bone to the sternum. And let's lower every time, finding neutral. Let's go for 5, and gently coming back, curling up for 6. And let's lower back, good. Breathe out to curl for 7. Inhale, come back. Breathing out for 8. Inhale, come back, 2 more. Exhale for 9. And last one. We're going to stay in this position and hold it there. Watch your neck, your shoulders from here. Tiny moves. Let's zone top abs. 10. Release. And 9. Make sure that neck is relaxed. 8. Decurl of those abs. 7. The second they stop working, your neck is going to tense up. 5 more. Exhale. 4 more. Don't let go of those TAs. 3. Breathe out for 2. If you've reached your maximum, relax. If you can go a little deeper, tinier, faster, 10. And 9. And 8. Control for 7. Breathe out. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last time for 1. Relax. Yes. Hello, abdominals. That should feel really lovely. Now, please find your neutral, that little gap between lower back and floor. I want you to keep one hand on the ground. If you need help, you're going to have elbow on the ground. If it's too easy, fingertips only. Reach this opposite hand up with palm facing you. Take that front leg and lift into a dead bug position. Foot is flexed. Now find that core, long line through the body. Please watch no drooping foot and no pulling back of the knee. Beautiful angles here, 90-degree angle. Let's go as you reach that arm out, push through your heel. Trigger that core as we draw it back to center. Making sure your neck, your shoulders are staying relaxed. Trigger that core as we come back. 3, we reach it back. We are elongating those abdominals, those hip flexors. Let's go for 4. And we come back. Breathe out for 5. Now pause for a moment. If you want intermediate, you just keep doing what you're doing and stay with the hand on the ground. If you can challenge yourself, lift that other hand to the ceiling. Find your balance. And we go, arms and legs extend and come back. Keep that neutral. And 2, working with that control back. Let's go for 3. If you need a little bit of assistance, working with both arms up, that foot on the ground can open a little wider. Show me that line. And stretch. And back. I just want to do 3 more of these. Reach and back. 2 more. Reach and back. Last time. And reach and back. Find your core and relax. Hello, quad, hip flexor, TAs. Let's see this other side. First we do arm, then opposite leg. For now, 5 reps. 1 arm and leg, let's go, extend. And coming back, being really strict with your neck, your shoulders, your lower back staying in that neutral. Every time, placing that ankle, that knee in that perfect position. 4, let's reach. And to come back, last time, breathe. 5. And if you want to transition to power, both hands up, otherwise stay where you are. And we have our 8 reps, let's lengthen. And you might notice one side feels a lot easier than the other. It's important to take those kind of notes because all of this comes down to that transverse abdominis strength. So if one side's a lot more dominant, we know that that's your powerhouse TA, and we're on a mission to get both as balanced as possible. Let's go for 3 more, and we come back. Let's go for 2 more, and draw it back. Deep breath for 1, and come back. Find your core. Lower that leg down. Excellent. Bring both hands up for me. Palms face each other. And a little bit of upper spine and shoulder blade release and swap. I know this is some of our favorite exercises, just to get that tension release between the upper back, the neck and shoulders. And breathe 3. Exhale to swap. Breathe for 2. Exhale to swap. Last time. And 1. And swap from here. Interlace your hands. Reach your arms above your head. Let's lengthen those legs along the floor. Imagine I'm pulling your arms, your legs in opposite direction. Enjoy that stretch for 3. And stretch 2. Nice. Breathe 1. Incredible. From here, I want you to please roll off that foam roller and let's get into a side lying position. Yes! All right, do you feel like completely aligned after that? I know I do, just love it. All right, guys, find that line. I want your knee and your ankle on that foam roller. Knee in line with that hip bone, foot and knee in line. My hip bones are stacked. And I want you to lift that belly and rib cage. It's really important there's that gap here and that stays lifted. This other hand is going to stay next to you with palm facing me. Okay, shoulder blades connect. Underneath leg straight and flex. I think we're all in position. And let's go. Underneath leg, arm is going to lift up. Knee stays straight, foot stays facing forward. Inhale to lower. Spine is in neutral. Let's go 2. Inhale, come down. Remember that gap here. Breathe out for 3. Inhale, push through that heel for me. Exhale, 4. And come down. Yes, breathe out. 5. Don't let that knee bend. Don't let those feet roll in or out. Lift. And come down. 5 more. Squeeze that inner thigh as you lift. Breathe 4. Inhale, come down. Exhale 3. Inhale to lower. Breathe out 2 and come back down. Lifting up and hold it there. Take it to your maximum. Circle this around. 10 and 9. Watch that placement of that arm. 8. Breathe out 7. Breathe out 6. Exhale for 5 and 4. Breathe out 3. Exhale for 2. Last time for 1. Reverse. 10. Breathe out 9. Exhale 8 and breathe 7. Deep breath 6. Exhale for 5. Hello inner thigh 4. Breathe out 3. Exhale 2. If you want to rest here, rest. If you can, go a little more. Power move. Push through that heel pulse. 10. Slow. 9 and 8. Breathe 7. Whoa, and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last time for 1. Relax that inner thigh. Adductor mission today. I want you to either bend this arm for support or reach both hands in front of you with head resting. Press your leg into that roller and open this upper spine up. Reach. Lovely. Drawing this back to me for 2. Breathing out as you open this chest up and reach. And let's draw it back for 3. Breathe out to open up. Yes, and last one. Now hold it in this position. Keep your knee on that roller. Always creating the anchor and hold 3. Holding 2. Holding for 1. Good stuff. Draw this back in and let's go up and over. Adductor on the other side. Boom, boom, boom. And the best thing about pre-recorded is that if you want to repeat this set, go ahead guys. Stop, rewind, repeat. Find that beautiful form. Connect shoulder blades together. Be strict with your positioning feet, knees, hips, all the stuff. And let's go, ankle and hand, lifting up and lower. The biggest cheat in an adductor work like this is that knee wanting to bend, so don't let that happen. 3. And at this level, I'm hoping that it's natural, that when that leg and arm lifts, that core connects every time. Breathe up for 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 6 and come back down. Breathe out, 7. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 8 and come back down. Breathe, 9. Now go up to your maximum. Knees straight, check your alignment, toes, knees stay forward, loop. And check that gap and lift. Breathe out. Exhale, lift and keep going, circling for 3 more and 2 more. Breathe 1 more. Let's reverse around. Check that rib cage, belly lifting off that mat. And 5 more, circle. Breathe out 4. Check that up. And 2. If this is where you stopped, if you join me for the lift, let's go for it slowly. 10 and 9. Breathe. 8. Whoa. And 7. Breathe out. 6 and 5 and 4. Exhale. 3 and 2. Exhale. 1 and whoa. I really feel that. I'm hoping you do too. You can either have arm or hands in front. Listen to your body. Knee stays anchored and release the side. Reach. Wonderful as you join it back. 2. Let's breathe out as we reach. And inhale back. Good. Deep breath out as you reach it over. And last one. Breathe out to reach and just hold it there for me. And 3. Watch that knee doesn't lift. And 2. And breathe for 1. Good. Drawing it back to center. And I want you to please join me on your bellies. Now, I want that roller above you. Feet and bum are completely relaxed. Ladies, you're going to tilt the pubic bone into the mat, but I want every single person to lift the belly. Find your neutral spine. Have a look at the form. A lot of us will naturally want to go into cobra, but that is not what I'm doing for this. So have a quick look here. So neck is going to stay long. I want you to glide the roller towards you. Feel the shoulder blades connected into your back. And when you feel they can't go further, that is where we lift into your back extension. Eyes are staying down to the mat. And then we return to neutral. So it is not a cobra stretch. If you're going too high, you're doing a different exercise. I want to get those posture muscles activated and really triggered correctly. Let's do it. Glide your shoulder blades into your back. When you can't go more, we lift the head and shoulders. Neck is staying long. And check your bum. Your feet are relaxed. Belly buttons are lifted. And to neutral. Again, draw your shoulder blades together. Lengthen and lift. Be cautious you are not going into cobra. And let's slowly lower. 3, we glide and lift. It doesn't have to be a big move at all. Be really particular with your placement, how you are doing this. Exhale, do not let that back engage without core support. So make sure those bellies, those transverse muscles are working with you. I just want 3 more. Gliding down, lengthen to lift. And let's go down for 2. Glide down to lift up. And lower for 1. Glide down to lift up and give me a hold. 4 breaths. And 3. And 2. Last time for 1. Amazing. From here, place one hand behind your back. The hand that's on the roller, slide it across and get that stretch through that underarm for 3, for 2, for 1. Excellent. Other side, hand behind, other hand across, and get that stretch for 3. Breathe 2 and 1. And let's get ready to have a bit of plank fun on the foam roller. Some of my best stuff here. Now, I don't want anyone feeling tension or any compromise to neck, shoulders, and lower back. So please listen to your bodies, and I will give you options. So do the option that feels right for you. In fact, if you want to do the whole plank set and pike set without the roller, I'm going to demo that one first. So take a moment to just breathe. And from here, if you're working without roller, we're going to go into your high plank series. Instead of going into a pike, we move back into your downward dog, and then you lower into your high plank position. Always checking chin, neck, shoulder line. If you are up for a pike, I know it's some of your favorites, I know it's definitely one of mine, have a close look at how we do it. Now, the in-between option, if you want to just get your body used to planking with the roller, you're just going to stay in this kind of mood, positioning that roller on your shins so you have enough space to travel. Please watch that you don't arch in that spine. That's a no-go zone. Now, for the most power position, we keep our knees straight and we're going to lift up into pike and then slowly lower down without disconnecting there. Alright, those are your options. Aiming to do 10. I'm going to just change through the different options, but you keep doing the set that suits you. Punt, ready, let's do it. It's pike o'clock. Lifting up, please be strict, chin, neck, shoulders, and back. Let's go, lifting for 1. And slowly lower. Breathe out 2, watch those knees stay straight. Breathe out for 3, and let's lower. Exhale, use those transverse and lower. You might be holding your 5, and come down. Breathe out 6, and come down. You might be doing downward dog for 7, and let's lower. Breathe for 8, doing what feels right for you, and lower. Can you push for 2 more, and 9, and last 1, and breathe out for 10, and lower down, and relax. Oh, cardio ladies in the house, boom. Now I have one more plank set planned with you. You see how much fun plank work can be with the roller? If you've reached your maximum with planks, take a time out or just fast forward this little section. Alright, I want those forearms on that roller. I want your toes digging in. Priority here, shoulders stay away from ears, no neck tension, and lift into plank. Now for intermediate, you are just going to stay in plank position. For power, we're going to add a bum lift up. Exhale to lower without letting back disconnect. Let's go to lift up and come down and breathe 3. I'm looking for shoulder and back stability. Inhale, lift 4 and we come down. If you feel you're starting to strain, lower the knees, 5 and we come down. Listen to the body and breathe 6. You're doing the option that feels right. Inhale, 7. Exhale to lower. Deep breath for 8 and come back down 2 more. Inhale 9 and last time 1 more. Breathe for 10 and lower and relax. Amazing. While we're here, let's give a bit of recovery and rebalancing for these outer shoulders, upper spines and necks. Place that roller in front of you. Hand under shoulder, other hand threads through a palm facing up. And we're going to bend that elbow as you glide that roller forward, protecting the neck. Inhale, release. 2, let's glide it forward and push. Inhale, release. Now go to your maximum. If you can get your head on the floor, check you can lift it lower with ease. And just keep pushing that hand forward with the roller for 5. 4, getting that stretching upper back, neck, shoulders. 2 and 1. Good. Swap to the other side. I'm going to spin around just so I can keep facing you. Thread your arms through, palm faces up, and let's go. Gliding through. And come back. Exhale to glide through. Inhale, come back. Breathe out. If you get your head on the ground, check you can lower and lift with ease. And hold that stretch. 4 and 3. Breathe 2 and 1. Amazing. And let's get into these transverse abdominis. Let's zone in before I get you stretched and mobile. Placing that roller underneath your sacrum for me. It's really important you get the absolute correct positioning here. I don't want that roller in the middle of the back. You want it on that sacrum bone with the tip of the thumb hanging off. Now you can either hold the roller in place or have your arms down with palms facing up. Or if you want the power option, your hands will be up with palms facing each other. With all 3 options, guys, watch those shoulders do not pop off the ground. I want you to scoop your knees deep into your chest, connecting to your core. Do not let your back move. And from here, we're going to extend that one leg ahead of you. Power in those transfers. Working slow with control. Let's go for 1. And swap. Breathe 2. I'm just showing the different options of arms. Let's go for 3. Breathe out to swap, not letting that lumbar spine change position. Exhale to swap. Let's go for 6 more. Breathe out to swap. Use that control. 5. Exhale to swap. Breathe out 4. And let's swap. Breathe out for 3. Exhale to swap. Deep breath out. 2. And swap last time. Breathe 1. And swap. Bring both knees into the body. Squeeze your ankles and knees together. We stretch it out to maximum. Inhale. Pull those knees right in. Breathe out. We stretch. Watching those shoulders and lower back. Keep checking that roller is in the right place. Don't let it glide too far forward or back. Anchoring down. Feel that power in these lower abs. Let's go for 5 more. And down. Breathe out for 4. And come down. Exhale for 3. Inhale, lower. Breathe out for 2. And come down. Exhale for 1. Now if your body's reached its maximum after those 2 sets, hold those knees to chest and take a moment to just relax in this position. If you can do one last set with me, lift your legs at 90. If your hamstrings or back are tight, bend the knees. And let's go. Arms and legs gliding down without letting your back change. Use those lower abs, bring it to center. You don't have to use the arms, you can just focus on the legs. Deep breath. Be mindful of your shoulders, staying completely relaxed. 3, think of this as lengthening out those abdominals, that psoas. Not letting your thighs and your back do all the work. Breathe out to reach, listening to that lumbar spine. I want 4 more. Slow moves as we reach this back and bring it back for 3. Exhale, let's lower down and draw it back for 2. Breathe out to lower and final one, and then I promise I'll stretch and release and hold for 4. Hold 3, hold 2, and 1. Pull those knees into chest, relax. Good work, guys. And from here, place that front leg down. Wrap your hands around this back leg. Melt your shoulders into the ground and stretch this leg out. Checking those hips are still centered on the roller. The roller's in the correct place. Toes pull into you, knee is straight. Good. And from here, we pull that knee into the body. Flex and stretch that leg out. Let's work those hip flexors, stretching them for 3. For 2, we really did adductor work. So staying in this position, the knee that you're holding opens outwards. Get that inner thigh stretch. I'm going to give you a choice to stay with the knee bent. If you feel you can go a little more, you can hold the back of the leg and stretch for an inner thigh activation. 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, and slide those legs in, ankle on your thigh, push your knee forward and pull those legs into a bum and hip stretch out. This should feel wonderful on that bum and hip. Excellent, and from here, place that back foot down again. Check that roller is correctly placed. It hasn't slid out the way, and just stretch. Foot is flicked, knee straight, check your alignment and hold. Good. And from this position, I want you to have your knee into your chest, flex and stretch into that hip flexor, holding here. And from this position, arm opens, knee opens out. Your choice to stay here, or if you want that adductor, stretch out to the side. 5 and 4 and 3, breathe, 2 and 1. Slide those legs in, ankle on thigh, pull those legs into the body for that beautiful bum stretch. Keep pushing this knee forward, pulling that other leg towards you. And from here, drop those feet down. Soles of the feet together, open your knees. Make sure this feels comfortable on the body. And rest your arms to side. And just take 3 breaths here. Hold for 2. Feels like freedom in those hips for 1. And let's draw the knees together and let's get you seated on the roller for one of the best things about roller time, massage time. I want all the weight on your front bum cheek, and let's go for 8 more. Rolling for 7, bringing that blood flow onto the fascia, that layer between muscle and skin. And if you want to spend a bit more time after this, carry on and do smaller rolls. You want to zone different areas of the glutes. Other side, let's go. Often if these glutes are tight, that's one of the main causes of back pain. So use that roller to just constantly release that fascia, the tightness. Good. And then from this position, I want you to please lower your bums to the ground. Place that roller on your back. We always support the neck. Tilt that pubic bone and give me a foam roll. You choose, you can either do small rolls over your shoulder blades. If you want to do a bigger roll, please make sure that your neck and your back feel supported. Core is staying strong. And another 3. Yes, hello paradise. 2. Deep breath for 1. I love that. Let's get you standing up. Good. I want you to place that roller in front of you. Feet and knees are distance apart. And let's go full body stretch. I'm hoping this feels a lot looser than it did in the beginning. Ears and arms are aligned. Knees are straight. Beautiful. Shoulders, back, calves, hamstrings. And from here, you can soften your knees, let go of that roller as we lower down for the big stretch out, relaxing neck, relaxing shoulders, and hold. Soften knees, let go, and take your time. Slowly bringing your body all the way up to the top, shoulders pull back, and release it out for 3. And breathe 2, looping for 1, other way, let's go for 3, breathe out for 2, deep breath for 1, give me 2 breaths, Lovely. Exhale, swap for one more. Take a deep breath in and exhale and relax. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you feel absolutely fabulous and feel like we've worked the whole body. And I'm just so excited for the rest of our foam roller series. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the session as well. So much love and thanks and keep moving, guys. Bye.